Caught me.
Hello, everybody. My name is Christa.
I'm Kevin.
We are the husband and wife team that bring you LCRC Raceway in central Pennsylvania. Thank you for joining us this week for Hump Day Happy Hour.
Hump Day.
Happy to have you here. I wish that this was as entertaining as the Hump Day Happy Hour preview that Davey and Alex did at the banquet. They are better at being Christa and Kevin from Hump Day than Christa and Kevin from Hump Day.
Yep. For sure.
They did a great job. If you guys missed that at the beginning of the banquet, Alex and Davey are race directors as well as the stars.
Comedians.
The stars of the Slowest Fast podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They mimicked us in...
It was like a gentle roast.
It was definitely a roast, and I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, I laughed the whole way through.
Oh my gosh. We played it for Dad the next day, and we were still laughing. Hey, guess what I forgot?
What?
To plug in the internet. Did you do that?
Nope.
Can you do that real quick?
Yep.
Thank you very much, because we already dropped.
That was my job.
Is your job. It's okay. I will go ahead and say hello to some friends in the comments while you're doing that. Hello to Lolly and Poppy. I think that's the right names. Lolly and Pop. Lollipop. The new grandparents, Jody and Rob Samoji. Congratulations, guys. There is Shane and Michelle Nipple. Thank you for jumping on. And Robin Heil. Hello to the Garris family. Thank you for hanging out with us today, this Wednesday evening. Glad to have you here. Can you get it? Do you want me to hold it here? There we go. Just confirming some better internet access. There's Alex Schultz. You were nowhere close to the TQ tonight, buddy. But welcome. Thank you for joining us for Hump Day.
You missed the Slowest Fast roast.
Yes. Lolly and Pops. Yeah.
Cool.
So we missed you guys last week. We took a week off. But we are back and ready to talk all things Halloween race and the banquet.
All things?
Most of the things.
Okay.
Taylor wants to know, is there going to be a new layout change? And we got a question back there's a comment back over there. No, Taylor. Here it comes.
Got nothing. No.
You're not even going to take your hat off?
No, I have headphones on. It's too hard to take my hat off now.
I knew there was a reason to get you some headphones.
Give me a minute.
Keep you on task. There is Todd Willow. Thank you for hanging out.
Mr. Willow.
Thank you guys all for joining us. Let's get into the Halloween race, dear. Our last event of the year.
That makes me want to take my hat off.
Here it goes.
Yeah. So, wow. I think I mentioned this in a show or two ago about talking to my friend Chris Moore from Mugen Flashpoint, and every spring we'd be like, hey, season opener, Flashpoint season opener's coming, and getting ready for another year. And he's like, oh man, I can't believe it seems like Mugen Challenge was last week, and I'm like, yeah, season opener's like 3 weeks away, and he's like, oh, before you know it, it'll be Mugen Challenge, and then the year will be over. And
so true.
That was like 6 weeks ago.
I know.
And here we are. We're 2 weeks after the Halloween race, and poof, all gone.
It is wild. It's pretty crazy how quickly the season goes.
Yeah, for sure.
We had a great year this year, despite our setbacks and our hardships. The fact that it was record-breaking, so many different of the events broke previous records. All of our events except for Mugen.
We broke the entry count record 7 out of 8 available times.
Pretty insane. Which
means we broke the entry record 6 out of 7 events, and we broke the entry record for the year.
Yeah.
Before I didn't actually figure it out. Which I could. I don't have my phone. We averaged 377 point something entries per event before the Halloween race. So we'd be like 3 and change. Probably 320 something per event on average.
Yeah.
For 7 races.
Pretty fantastic.
It's crazy.
Halloween race, we were really blessed with great weather.
Yeah.
We've had some Halloween races in the past that we were cold.
Yeah,
you
like parkas and blankets and
Toby was telling me a story when I was up in the booth the one time. He was telling me about a picture he has of me, and I remember it. I didn't remember that it was the Halloween race, but I was in my full Carhartt getup. I had my Under Armours underneath. I had a little buddy heater up there, and it had like hand warmers and stuff in my boots and in my gloves, and I was still shivering.
Yeah.
And, so to go from that, like, this was gorgeous weather. We would start every morning with some coats and stuff. It was a little chilly.
Yeah.
By afternoon, we were down to T-shirts, and it was really gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, if I wasn't too lazy to change, I would have wore shorts most of the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was pretty good.
Yeah,
sure.
I was super impressed this year by the decorations. I love the pit contest. I love how involved everyone gets. But man, this year everybody really up to the bar, I feel like.
Yeah.
Turn 2 like basically had a haunted house. I was disappointed when I was making the post because I only have videos because like no picture could do it justice.
Yep.
And you can't post videos with the pictures when you're doing it on a business account. So like in your private account, you can just put up all your videos and pictures. On a business account, it's either video, which is going to go as a reel, or pictures. So I didn't have any good pictures over there. So if anybody has them, make sure you share them. But like turn 2 was wicked awesome. I have just like one picture of the end, which I'll show you. But I guess I can show some pictures from the haunted.
Hi, Dennis, Mike. Oh,
Decorations.
Hey, Mike Lopes. Hi, Mike. Yeah.
So this was one of the pit's decorations towards the back. This is the Swint family. First and last scare of the Halloween weekend. If you can see back in this corner, let me see if I can zoom in on Kevin over here. This big guy over here, you guys can't see, but like back in behind the green, that was Kevin in his costume.
Not me.
No, Kevin Swint, and he scared the bejesus out of me. I thought he was part of the decorations in his tent, or in his pit area. I did not realize that he was in costume and was moving. So when he started walking beside me, I about jumped out of my skin. So good job to Kevin on that one. This is the one I showed you before. Here was the preview over before turn 2. That was a great little lit display. Oh, and then we get out of order. So we'll go back here. Talk about those things, dear.
Yeah. So, obviously the Halloween race is another event that has all kinds of extras, in the spirit of the holiday. The pit decorating contest, there's, people in costume off and on
this
throughout
was
the
Truth.
weekend.
It's Pit. There.
Truth Motorsports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a great one. Do you see the pit guy down at the bottom?
Yeah. Fueling the nitro truck.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, for sure. But anyway, she does the trick-or-treating with the kids and multiple hay rides, and it's a whole thing.
Here's all our trick-or-treaters.
Oh, there's Kevin Swint with
the
boys.
Not supposed to be doing that. Pause.
Anyway, so again, another event that Christa puts a lot of extra work into the side gig stuff, and it's pretty cool to see all the racers get into the Halloween thing.
Absolutely. This is the end of the turn 2 haunted house. You got down, and then there was a little candy station at the end of it, but they actually had bore a trail through the weeds.
Oh yeah,
over there. It was.
They came out the Saturday before with nippers and weed eaters and stuff, and blazed the trail out through the fence rail.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
How about the Garris family's pit area?
Ricky playing guitar.
Ricky had the guitar going. The smoke machine turned on. That was like next level. I really, when I came back from this, I said to Kevin, I'm like, next year we have to shut everything down and have everybody go around and see this stuff because it's really cool.
So, with that being said, dear, I will tell you the only real notes I have in the Halloween race folder from 2025 need in the flyer. Saturday, 30-minute trick-or-treat break at noon and a 20-minute judging break at dark.
Hey, now that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that will be on the flyer for 2026.
Yeah, but somehow we need to expand upon that. It shouldn't even just be a judging break. Like we gotta make it a parade. We gotta like get everybody out there looking at that stuff. Maybe everybody can vote or something because it's so cool. Everybody should see all that awesome work they put into it.
Yeah. Figure it out. You can put your creative mind to it and come up with a pitch.
Me and Chatty will figure it out.
Yeah.
Alex says the pit contest was insane. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. The track was great all year long, says Jody and Rob. Thank you so much. It was a really good track.
We had some ups and downs with the track this year. The first 3 or 4 races sawdusted more than we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mother Nature shut the spigot off, and then we got dry, dusty, and slick for the whole rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And then the track crew decided to try some trickery, and that was a fail, and got slicker yet. Yeah, so hey.
So some behind the curtain stuff. Usually post every event, our track crew get together and we do a thing called Rose and Thorn. I instituted quite a few years ago now.
Yeah.
Where each person says their high and their low from the event. And it's basically a moment to see if there's things that we could do to better support each other. So like, for example, if my low was Thursday, I was totally overwhelmed and I got mad when I saw that other people were just getting to sit around and hang out and have fun and I was running my butt off. Then we knew for the next race that like, hey, Thursday, you're not as busy, so you can help cover this a little bit and everybody can have a better weekend. So anyway, it's things like that sometimes it's other, but we didn't get to do that at the Halloween race, which really makes it hard for me to even like know how to look back on the event itself because I gauge a lot of like the way I think about it based off of the whole crew together.
So Taylor has a post-event Rose and Thorn list from most everybody. I got to print it and put it in the folder, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Yeah, he sent it to me. Sorry.
Yeah. We're going to have to talk to Taylor. He's going to have to understand who the boss is around here and who should get all the paperwork. Yeah. Hey, there's the Sean McCutcheon says it was our first full season there. Yeah. Be there next year. Next season, every race again. So glad to have you. Yeah. That kind of brings us over to the banquet, unless you have anything else to share about the...
Well, no. I mean, there are more things to share, but I think because you mentioned that we didn't get to do Rose and Thorn, there's a reason why. Because the event was over, or the racing was over. You know, you and Shane take care of the podium. Me and the boys are tearing down the tents and putting stuff away.
Adeline actually helped this time with podium, too. I was really proud of her with that because she got to the place of telling everybody they did a good job. When she got them, they gave them the awards and
Is
stuff.
That right?
Yeah, it was cool. That was really cool. I think that might be a new job for her.
Cool.
Yeah. She hears me saying good job and, you know, thank you for coming to each person as they get their awards. And she was kind of doing that too. It was really cool. So, yeah, Shane had a little helper. But anyway, yeah, we got through that.
So we got through, you and Shane and Adeline did the awards, and I'd like to say me and the boys, but I don't think I really helped much because I was busy trying to get things geared up to go to the banquet, which was basically in the cancer race tent.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, shifting gears and pivoting, and, you know, we had food arriving, we had...
So let's take it back to brass tacks on this one. The banquet last year, and this is actually, isn't this our third year of doing the point series? Or is it just our second? Because I know we did the banquet last year at
I think this was the second.
Okay. So anyway, last year we did the award ceremony. I guess what I'm thinking about is the banquet that we did for the Friday Night Lights series. Maybe those are the banquets I'm thinking about.
Yes.
Because we used to do a summer series that was July and August.
Didn't we have the company Christmas party over there with the boards and
that's
stuff?
That's what it was. The company principal.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so last year was our first banquet. We had it next door over at the golf course. I thought it was great. So when we tried to get them again this year, we couldn't book it. I was super devastated. And when we started looking for other options, we're weighing a few things in our mind. The first thing we're weighing is you're already here for a Halloween race. So we based this banquet idea off of what we did in ATV racing.
Yeah.
So our national series, where we traveled all over the country, a month or so after the last event, there was a banquet in Kentucky, Ohio line.
Yeah, the north tip of Kentucky, the southern tip of Ohio, somewhere.
And they would have it at a big hotel. Everyone would get hotel rooms, and then we would go to this banquet, and you would be able to get ATV tires, and there were gift certificates and like amazing giveaways there on these banquet tables. And it was really nice because as you're working towards a points series all year long, this was the thing that was worthwhile, and you would get to see all your friends, and like it was a great way to like close out one season.
Yeah.
Something to look forward to. So that's kind of what we had in mind with this banquet. And last year we had it there, and it kind of was nice because everyone still had rooms and things. And I suggested to most of the racers, instead of taking a Thursday off for coming for practice, why don't you take Sunday off or a Monday off so you could stay
for the banquet. Yeah.
And stay for the banquet. And I think that that's kind of what caught on. And I got to tell you, as apprehensive as I was, because I really liked doing it at the golf course and having it be catered, and I like this better.
Well, and again, back to the weather. I mean, imagine if it was, 38 and the wind blowing. It might not been quite as comfy.
You're right, but the tent did pretty well.
Yeah.
Considering even when it cooled down, I think those heaters would have done okay in there.
Yeah, we would have survived.
And it was a great vibe. I just, like everybody kind of knew everybody. Mm-hmm. It was fun. I had a moment like on Saturday where people started telling me like, hey, I'm not staying for the banquet, so here's this or whatever.
Yeah.
I told Kevin like,
nobody's coming.
We have 10 people coming.
Yeah.
There's going to be 10 people. So when that tent was full, the tables were full, I was like so grateful. It was the perfect amount. We went through pretty much all our food.
Yeah, we had what, the D sort, the C sort, the B sort, and the A sort for banquet food. That, for coming up to the buffet line. So that was pretty cool.
That was really cool. Yeah. Dakota said she was trying to like crazy to keep the kids together for trick-or-treating too. Adeline she is boss material.
Yeah, she takes after her mother.
Yeah. So I thought that part of the banquet was amazing. We played a little game. I shortened it down a little bit. I think I went too far. I should have played another round of the heads up.
Yeah.
I just felt like I was losing some people out in the crowd. And so I was like, okay, we'll call that on there. Maybe this isn't, how I like a good game.
Mm-hmm. The normal regulars were calling that before the banquet even started. Wanted to know what Christa's game was going to be.
Well, what I really wanted to do, and then when I was asking the boys, they were like, "You're not going to be able to get anybody to do that." And here's what I didn't count on: I had Janine, I had Jody, I forget. I don't have to just count on the boys. Like, there's some good fun-loving ladies back there. But I wanted to do minute-to-win-it games. So, like, start the timer for a minute and, like, stack the cup. And then if you go to the next round, you would have to do the next one. And I should have went for that.
I know some boys that would have done that.
I think it was super fun.
Alex Burns and Gavin Nipple would have done it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, so that was fun. We kicked off with Heads Up, which is like, it's charades, but the iPad on your head. But instead of the iPad, it was a big TV, and that was pretty fun. Better with the mics. That was so if we do that again, Make a note of that one. And then after we were ready to get started, we turned it over to Alex and Davey, who started with a skit. And now, like, they just kept outdoing themselves. You saw the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
They were both dressed up as T-Rexes. I saw them walking up into the booth in their T-Rex costumes and about died. And then they were playing a little bit of cornhole with the T-Rex costumes on. That was fun.
Yeah, and then Saturday they were Goose and Maverick. Right?
Yeah, Top Gun.
Yeah.
And they pulled that off really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was spot on for sure.
Yeah, like honestly though, if they want to go pick up some ladies, they should put that costume on and just like go do the Halloween circuit for a while, because they pulled that off. They like dialed it in, you know.
Yeah, and then Sunday night, Alex shows up to the banquet with my two-way radio on and a Mugen hat, and I said to him, like, "Oh, it's your final costume for the weekend, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah." And it didn't dawn on me till a couple minutes later. I looked over at Davey, and Davey's just sitting there in a blue hoodie and kind of looking normal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, those two have been tag teaming costumes all weekend.
Mm-hmm. And now only one of them's dressed up.
What's up? And I didn't stew on it. I remember having that thought, like, something's up. But then, busy and didn't think anything more of it until you gave him the floor, and then look out.
This is Christa.
This is Kevin.
Oh my gosh. I still we've got to cut that part out and just make it its own reel, just like the skit part of it. It was that good.
Yeah, it was good. And then Alex took his hat off and threw it on the table and started rubbing his forehead.
Gosh. No, when he said, "I know it's hot in the hobby shop," I could die. Oh my gosh. Like, first of all, the fact that Davey is a good enough sport to sit there and like be the one that's hot in the hobby shop. Oh my gosh, I could just die. It was so funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Jody and Rob say we need that big tent all year. Rent tables under the tent. I talked to several people about that. They like the idea of having the tent or like some kind of permanent pitting all year so that they could. They also didn't realize that we rent tent table chairs too. So, but one big tent with all the pitting, that's what they thought we should do.
Well, yeah.
Are you going to take the hat off? Oh, here you go. You're rubbing your forehead.
It's a great idea. It really, truly is.
Mm-hmm.
Except the cancer race. So what, you're going to rent 2 tents?
Well, we can't rent it. We're going to buy it.
Well, okay. But, if let's just say we covered that area.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's great. Except cancer race, you need that.
Yeah, we'll kick them all out.
For the banquet, it would work because, hey, listen, Halloween race, you got till 4. You got to evacuate.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, I want to jump in the comments again real quick. Tom Petrella's in there. He says, "Good evening, guys. Thank you again for your support of Rhythm after the fire. I'm a little late. Had the granddaughter in a Halloween parade in town tonight. That's awesome. Adeline is really excited to go trick-or-treating this Friday. Happy to support Rhythm. Glad to be part of that. I actually, Tom, have been talking to Allison from J Concepts about her support level too today. So working on that for you. And I just want to let all of our friends know that are watching that if you have not yet purchased at least a t-shirt for Rhythm RC, now is your chance. This is a great way to support the hobby locally.
For sure.
It has a very minimum buy-in to help out a worthy cause. So let's rally around this track and make sure that they make the comeback that they deserve. Tom is a extremely honorable guy. He's going to put all the money back, right back into
100%.
the experience that you get when you go there, and you'll be proud to know that you were part of building that back. So definitely proud to be part of that. Tom, thank you for the opportunity and opening it up. A lot of people would give up after something like that happening. Rebuilding is hard, and even when everybody else tells you, "Oh yeah, we want you to do it," they don't know the blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
So
that you have to redo. You've already done it once. Now you have to work even harder to do it again.
That's what I was
Because
talking
all of the stuff that you saved up for years to make the step to open it up is all gone.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of literally start from scratch, and that, there's usually years of buildup for someone before they even start. So
yeah, and then when you build it to a certain level and have to start over, it's just. But so kudos to you for giving it a go, and
sure.
Thank you for our whole RC community to do it again. Hey, I also see Jason in the comments there. Jason, I want you to know that I did get your message. I am not ignoring you. I am working on that. It takes a little bit more before I can give you an accurate answer. So I will be back in touch with you as soon as I can. Thank you for your patience. Tom says, thanks again. Shout out to the Margos who made some amazing tumblers. Yes. I assume those are for sale for supporting too. And they look really good. Did you see Danny's tumbler?
No.
It has that phoenix rising from the ashes on it, like the shirts do.
Yeah.
And it's got a little bit of extra orange around the corners. It's really nice. And as someone that uses these tumblers all the time, they're great tumblers for drinking out of.
Are they for sale somewhere? Or are they raffle items? Or
I believe Danny is selling them to support the cause.
You should buy me one for Christmas.
I will. Easy peasy.
There you go. You can put it in the drawer with my other 18 Danny Markle tumblers.
I know. Oh, guess what, guys? We got a kitchen. A whole kitchen.
Are we shifting gears?
No, I'm sorry. We should not yet.
Because that's going to be a rabbit hole.
I know.
Yeah.
So let's finish. Should we? I'll show the rest of the pictures from.
Yeah. So, Halloween race. Wow, what a whirlwind! I haven't gotten through the whole thing yet, but I've been spending some time today off and on listening to Slow as Fast with Cody and Alex and Taylor and Uncle Mike, debriefing the Halloween race. And
what did they got?
Well, I mean, they're talking to Cody about the layout. And
speaking of the layout, did you see my track picture?
Yeah, Candyland.
So the Candyland thing was Alex and Davey's idea. I just brought it to life on on the map, but they named all of the jumps. So the bubble double, the Tootsie Roller, the left Twix, right Twix. I really liked that one. It was fun. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure their favorite was the Milk Dud. I think between the two of them, they said Milk Dud like 6,722 times.
I can imagine. The Snicker Sender was a good one too. I liked that.
Yeah.
So very cool. Thanks for those ideas.
Yeah, that was cool. But no, they talked about, they were talking to Cody about the layout, and I didn't even share it with Cody at first because Cody didn't take a ton of days off of work and was tied up, so he wasn't here Thursday, Friday much. Mm-hmm. And when I get positive feedback on the layout, I hate to just text Cody out of the blue like, hey, man, I had like 5 guys already telling me the layout's great and everything's good, and because he likes to hear that.
Of course.
We did a good job building the track, and I try to hold out because, the first 5 guys that tell you they like it, then all of a sudden then there's 10 other guys that are like,
I hate it.
Yeah. So I let it ride for a little bit. And, come Friday, when I see Cody Friday late afternoon, I'm like, hey, man, nothing but positive on the layout. Like, it's pretty good. And he looks at me and not rolls his eyes, but like looks at me and like kind of shrugs his shoulders a little bit. And I look back at him like, I know, kind of sucks, right? Because we get this, and he said this on Slow as Fast, that, the times when we're under pressure and, we're trying to build this super duper layout for this big race, and we put all this thought and effort into it, and I mean, it's okay. Mm-hmm. And then this go around, neither one of our households had the time.
Right.
Like we both households had individual weddings and all kinds of special life stuff going on, and we had no free weekends, so we had to full commit to doing it in evenings.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Cody and I even left woodcutting weekend at camp to come home Saturday afternoon to finish roll the track, so it was ready for pipe the next week. Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, we felt not that we didn't feel good about the layout, because I mean, honestly,
It just almost felt too easy to you.
it did. And
Like, I'm sorry, when I say too easy, it wasn't that the track was actually too easy. It just was too easy to get that done.
yeah, no, I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
But I also know why you explained that after you explained it. But I took it how you meant it when you first said it. When it just, and it's, wow, that was quick.
And easy.
And it all worked out. Out of all the things we built, there was one flyaway jump that was clocked a little wrong and about 2 feet off. But because we didn't jam all the lanes in, there was still enough empty real estate to make the shift, to make the pipe flow. And no one knew that it was off.
Yeah.
Like, we've had obstacles before where it felt weird to drive it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the obstacle was, not that the obstacle itself was wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but the clocking or the distance or the position of it didn't work with the flow of the lap.
Yeah.
Right. So, long story short, almost.
I was about to dispute that. It was kind of like a long story long.
Ish. So, when I feel good
Mm-hmm.
about, man, 'cause like this thing flows, like this is gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad, because the ones that I feel like, wow, like you hit this.
That's not always true.
And you.
That's not always true.
Yeah. So, I said to Cody, I'm like, this is probably bad. And he's like, yeah, I know. That went in too easy, and it looks too good.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna suck with pipe on it. I'm like, yeah, probably.
Taylor wants to know, did Hunter make the cut in our episode? Was Hunter part of the episode?
Well, I have insider trading information, so I knew.
Cody says it's only like the end.
Oh.
Before I walked in. Okay. So some of her got cut out. Poor Hunter. I was so excited to hear what she had to say.
I didn't get to that part yet, but
okay, well, keep listening.
Anyway.
It's fine. I want to go back to the racing for a second, because Taylor brought up that during Slows Fast they didn't even discuss AJ's debut in the Truckee. So she did fantastic with the Truckee.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of her.
Yeah, she only gave me a devil, I think, once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because why didn't she have this thing way before? 'Cause it's much easier to drive.
I'm excited for her to do some carpet racing. I think that'd be great. Jason and Mike both were talking about how much they like the track layout, and Mike's Uncle Mike says, I can't wait to run on it at the opener. The track looks great. Thank you so much. Jody and Rob are looking forward to the Fall Brawl. There's only 33 days until they head to that. Crazy. There's our friend Tim Long in there. Hey. Cheers to you, sir.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. Don't forget to use your mic, dear. James says track was super fun. Racing was perfect. And Mike Ream seconds that one. Alex says a lot of Hunter wasn't being recorded, unfortunately, but I was able to get some good content with her. Missed some good stuff, unfortunately, and that's on me.
Way to go.
That's okay.
IT department over there at Slows Fast, I gotta tell you.
I'll make up for it. I guess that means that she'll have to join again in the future. I don't know. Dakota says she just needs to work on those high fives. She's talking about Adeline.
Yeah.
Yes. There's my friend Laura.
Hi,
Hello, Laura. So yeah, lots of good stuff going on there.
Yeah, so to finish off the Halloween race, again, super grateful, for Cody and his dedication to, doing the track, and, we made something nice. And, the grip dust whatever you want to call it, situation with no rain and all that. I mean, listen, we were doing the best we could.
Yeah.
It's tough. And
we learned a lot, and that is the only thing that matters. There's nobody that's as hard on us as we are on us. So, like, whatever feedback you have that's negative, don't worry. We've already said it to ourselves.
Yeah. It's tough. We're always trying to do, something better. And sometimes we don't.
Sometimes we do. Listen, here's the thing. Every time doesn't necessarily get better. But if you look at the first time versus the 100th time, the 100th time is definitely always better than the first time. And here's the point, though, is just because you misstep sometimes does not mean to throw in the towel. Like, we're always getting a little bit better. It's just...
If you never make a mistake, you're not trying.
Oh, honestly, if you don't go out there and try new things, like, I'm going to tell you, when I said about this point series... Kevin wasn't the only one that told me I was an idiot for going for it. Not that you said idiot, but
whoa.
You were not on board with the point series.
No, I didn't think it was going to be as successful as it is. No.
Yeah,
because I remember back to the Friday night point series, and that was tough.
The Friday night point series was excellent. The banquet was amazing. The racers loved it. They loved it Friday night. The entry fees were cheaper. Friday night sucked for us.
Yeah.
The people loved it.
Yeah.
For us, we had to work so hard Thursday, so hard Friday, so hard Saturday, and make a little bit of money on Friday. And then we gave it all away at the banquet because we just wanted them to know how grateful we were. It was a wonderful customer appreciation event, but it was not good for business.
So we took off the big races on June and July and did this Friday night series gig thinking, we'll just do these little Friday night club races. And yeah. Holy crap.
It didn't work. But anyway, This was different and it does work. I'm very excited about it. I'm very excited about it. I love the point series. I'm excited for more people to get involved in it. Yeah. I'm still tossing around a drop.
No.
I'm still tossing around.
Nope.
I'm tossing it around.
Keep tossing.
Okay, I'll keep tossing.
Yeah.
Someone was wondering if you were going to be at Richfield on Saturday.
Unfortunately, I will not. My life is absolutely 100% consumed in my own household right now, trying to finish my, it's not a honey-do list, but I'm going to call it a honey-do list just because there's just all kinds of odds and ends I got to finish. Is that what you
call yourself, is honey? Because it's your do list.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I have, trying to beat the weather because there's only a few more above 45-degree days left, and I got
some stuff to do at the farm to prepare for winter.
Yeah,
that we couldn't get to because we were racing,
yeah.
And now we have to make up for a little bit of lost time.
Well,
let's show some banquet pictures while we're talking.
Waiting for parts and pieces and things, and lots to do.
So lots of great banquet pictures. Here's the short course gang. That was fun. It's awesome to see little Gavin Yoder right in the front and center being so short. And then our 40 plus guys.
Yeah.
So
that's the electric ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Billy Pappenberg did awesome this year. Look at James Lonzo. Man, it's fun too to see. What'd they say? All four of those guys were team associated.
Yeah. Oh no.
Who?
Hillard's Techno.
Oh, sorry. So I was right the first time I said all three of them.
Yeah.
So, and then this was our intermediate.
Yeah, e-buggy.
Yeah, I believe all three of those guys are moving up to expert, and maybe already did so at the Halloween race.
I know Yoder did, and I'm pretty sure that Derek did too.
I think so too. Here's our novice class. All of these guys are moving up. Most of them moved up at the Halloween race, so super proud of them for that. Novice is going to look a lot different next year because we are going to do points different for the
Well, there's going to be no novice points.
Yeah, there'll be no novice points moving forward, and novice will be really like a first-timer class. So that is something where if you can make consistent laps, then you're moving on up. Intermediate is going to be like novice was.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Did you catch a comment that I should have talked about?
There's several you should catch up on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So my life is consumed with the transmission of my car. Sorry to hear that, Braden. Alex says, I suggest no drops. If you want to compete in points, you have to commit like everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Message received.
Yeah.
I'm still throwing it around. Braden says his transmission shudders when shifting gears, but doesn't shudder when bumping gears in manual. Ooh. Taylor says no drops. There's already the Halloween race as a drop. I know, but like, here's part of my problem. We work so hard to put this on. I get really bummed when people don't come to the banquet. Like, you're not getting your awards unless you come to the banquet. I'm going to give $100 bills away, but only to people at the banquet. I don't know. I'm going to do something.
Oh, incentive.
Yeah. I don't know. Something.
Can I get in on this?
No. You're going to give me the $100 bill. Brock says,
while only if I can steal them out of your piggy bank.
Brock says, while I do see the need for a drop, I do like the fact that it rewards loyalty to the drivers who attend all the events. Yeah. That has always been the point, is that, so at LCRC, we do not send out coupon codes, for example, but we have a loyalty program. And the purpose of that is that if you are part of our loyalty program, no matter if you order in store or online, you get points per every dollar that you spend, and then you can spend that like a discount off of a future order. Mm-hmm. The reason we did it that way is instead of giving discounts to everybody in every email, the more you spend with us, the more you save with us.
Yeah.
It was our way to compete with like a main or whatever. And there's if you talk to racers, there's lots of racers that take advantage of that.
I had a guy get a $750 some order for free.
Yeah. He got a car kit and accessories for free using his loyalty. So that is our way to get back. And that's also how we looked at this series points, is the people who are coming to every event. They might not be the fastest guys that have ever been here, but they get rewarded for their loyalty. Yeah, when you look at a big hot shot event like the Mugen Challenge, these guys are the ones that don't win the Mugen Challenge, but they deserve some recognition for being consistent throughout the year.
Of course.
So I get that.
100%.
I get that. I'll tell you, the only reason I talk about a drop at all is because if you have that one wedding, if you have that one family member that's passing away and you need to be there, whatever that thing is, I hate to see somebody have to throw the whole thing away because they can't make the opener. So it just makes me...
I get it.
Shane says no drops. Halloween race is a drop and a fun race weekend with no pressure. I do appreciate that about the Halloween race. I'm going to do better at making it less pressure for us at the Halloween race next year.
Oh, yeah?
Because I felt like I worked really hard at the Halloween race, and it's supposed to be not so much work.
Yeah.
Because usually it's smaller entries.
Well, we're gonna put some of those disclaimers on the flyer about the schedule, and then I won't feel so guilty about giving you your time and not pressuring you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jason says, are you saying that you will be enforcing class levels, like top of intermediate goes to expert, etc.? Jason, we've already started doing that.
Yeah.
So if you can compete, for example, like the intermediate, if you can compete in the A main of the expert class, you are immediately being bumped. We're encouraging people, like, don't go for points in intermediate if you compete in expert.
Yeah.
So we are taking the problem was with novice class last year is that once they start, they're progressing and getting so much faster in such a short amount of time that they were already going for points. And these are kids. Mm-hmm. These are new racers. These are, And we did not want to kick them out of novice class. We wanted them to be able to get their awards for a job well done. Moving forward, we've learned a lesson. Novice is going back to being novice. And yes, we are definitely enforcing class levels moving forward. We have set the stage for that this year so that next year no one's going to be surprised.
Yeah, we're working on some numeric values. So like it won't be a judgment call. It'll be, if we plug your data into this formula and you're out.
Yep.
Or,
and we'll be able to tell you that formula so that you can know before you even do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shane says, I don't know, those ribs were incentive enough. Thank you very much, Shane.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, you can thank National Beef for that. That was Chris Pieri and Bob Watson winning a whole bunch of ribs in the cancer race raffle and donating them for the banquet. So.
That was fantastic, and really appreciate those guys for donating. Thanks for bringing that up because I forgot to really mention that during the banquet the way that I should have. So that was a wonderful donation by the Pieri family and Dad too.
I mean, amazing. It was a pickup truck bed full of boxes of ribs from National Beef.
Yeah. And then John Tepner.
Oh yeah.
Smoked and prepared
Cody's
those.
father-in-law was gracious enough to prepare them for the day and a half, 2 days before the event, and bring them over and help serve and
worked his butt off. And
amazing.
I was super grateful for that. Hey, James Henry just said in 13 years he has not missed a race.
Is that right?
Wow, James. You should have told me that before the banquet. There should be a special award for that. I wonder if that's the...
100%.
Yeah.
I think Schraffler's competitive in that category, but Schraff Smith's one or two. Not many, mind you, but...
Brock Garris says 72% of marriages end in divorce. Chances are, if you miss one for LCRC race, they will have another. About weddings, like missing a race for a wedding. There's a good chance that you get another shot at it.
Right.
I'm going to tell you, if Kevin misses an LCRC race, he has a 100% chance of a divorce. So
you're saying I got a chance.
Oh, my gosh.
I've been trying to get fired for years. I didn't know it was that easy.
James says he tried to drag out the cooler because the ribs were so good. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, so anyway, back to the banquet. There was, I should show you the rest of these pictures real quick.
Yeah, you got more?
Just wanted to run through the, why? Oh, because I'm in studio mode. Okay, there's the novice, and then here we go with the other intermediate group, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Intermediate nitro buggy. And then these were our only two that showed up for, I think this is e-buggy.
Yeah,
and then,
probably.
We're missing the picture of Schreff, but there's a couple more podium pictures. This year's recipient of the Billy Basic Memorial Award was Taylor DeLosa. So super excited to give that to him. Billy Basic was a friend of ours who passed away 6 years ago, and we started this award then. And it's just been a very special way to remember him. He was somebody that always gave back to any sport or hobby that he was involved in. And so we've honored people that we feel like are always willing to go the extra mile and give a hand to anyone that they can. And this year the recipient was Taylor DeLosa, which was very well deserved. Wouldn't you say, dear?
Yeah, for sure. Taylor stepped up in many ways this year. Not only helping us, he's been, Cody's backup running the fire hose, and it's, Taylor's the new go-to guy for Mugen support out on Cool Kids Corner, and really taking it to heart and doing a great job with it. And
very grateful for him.
Yeah. I truly don't have the words to, explain what that means to us. That's great.
Well, you explained it pretty well during the banquet, and there is video playback, so people can go out back and watch there. There's Schreff and Gavin. There are our expert nitro buggy guys. And then this was our truggy class, nitro truggy. Good little group of guys. And then Man, does Derek Hurley lucky.
It is not Derek.
It's Bree.
Bree's the lucky one.
So Derek...
well, actually, Derek's the lucky one, but Bree's the excellent gambler.
So we raffled off a...
first time ever.
It was the first time ever that we made a gift certificate where you would get one free entry to every single event in 2026.
When you told me you were going to do that, I checked your temperature because I thought you were ill. Wow.
I never thought I would do something like that.
No.
But anyway, I really wanted to do something special for the banquet. And we used it as a raffle to try to reimburse some of the costs of the tent. Because
so, like, if we have gnats in... oh, no, we can't have gnats in 26.
Well, but what people don't realize is we made all the food, so the food was free for the event, which was nice. But the tent, it was actually more expensive to rent than it was to rent the golf course the year before. Yeah. So
also true.
We had to reimburse a few costs, so we had to have a good raffle, and that was a very lucky one. And man, how lucky!
Still didn't pay for the tent, but
well, no, it's okay. We did good. Congratulations to Derek. I just am so glad that he got to take that. Yeah. And then this is our Truggy top 5. So pretty great group.
Taking it. He was pretty dominant too.
Yeah, and there's our plus 40 Nitro Buggy. There's James Henry on the top there.
Yeah.
So super excited. And another picture of the Billy Basic Memorial Award with Billy's. This was his girlfriend at the time long time girlfriend. Quite frankly, they. Or not. A girlfriend doesn't properly describe it, really.
Well, no, she's the reason he moved here, and if it weren't for her, we wouldn't even known him.
Yeah, so true.
Yeah.
And then here's just like a shot of the tent. I thought I should have got a shot from the other direction too, because we did have that podium backdrop in the front. There was a big TV that had some graphics on it, and there was multiple tables where people could take giveaways and things. So it was a pretty great setup.
I didn't take any pictures of the banquet.
Yeah, I know. We were really busy running the banquet.
Yeah.
Oh man. Mike says it takes a village, and a village you've all created. Thank you so much, Mike. You are so right.
Yeah,
that is very true. We are very lucky with people that help us make all of this happen. Oh, hey, let's do a little bit of a life update.
Yeah, you got 8 minutes left.
I know. Well, I'm gonna so the good news is we have a kitchen. We got our countertops last Friday. Kevin even has 6.
The good news was we got the countertops in last Friday afternoon, and the installers left at like 3:30. And our good friend Bo does our plumbing. He's on a huge rough-in job out of town, and at best was going to be there Tuesday afternoon to hook up the sink and the dishwasher and do all the plumbing. And somebody said, yeah, that ain't going to cut it, honey. You're going to have to get her done. And
couldn't look at that beautiful sink sitting there without it being hooked up.
So one trip to Schlegel's, and $130 later. Yeah. At 8:30, I think, Friday night, we had a working dishwasher and a flushable sink, so we were all set.
Pretty awesome. And running water in the sink, so it was very good. So we have sink and we have countertops, and the kitchen really feels like a dream. It was worth the wait, believe it or not. And so that it really has changed the whole way that the house feels.
100%. It's crazy.
It really feels like home now.
I feel like we got an extra room.
Oh, totally.
Like
it feels like we got an extra wing of the house.
Yeah, because we used to have to go from like this super awesome, elegant dining room through this odd construction zone space over to the little butler's pantry kitchen we were working out of, right?
Yeah.
Which had the shoes and the exit door right next to it. So like that was kind of comfy, but weird, tight, whatever.
Yeah.
But there was just this construction zone in between.
Yeah.
And now it's like,
it is. Yeah. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I did not get this picture prepared, so give me a second. We also had a Halloween party. Hold on,
I was just going to say.
They can't see that. No.
Oh my God.
Hold on.
So we went to a Halloween party last Friday or Saturday.
It was
Last Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah. And our friends Pete and Kurt, they decided that we were going to dress up in the Chiefs spirit with Taylor Swift and Kelsey and Andy Reid and Mahomie and the whole bit. So yeah, we got together and did a collab on the on the whole costume gig. And
So this is Kevin and I was Andy Reid, and he was Mahomes. Sorry about the black screen there for a second. So he was I was a pretty darn good Andy Reid, if I have to say so myself.
Yeah,
okay. Super fun. And then this is our full group. So Pete was Taylor Swift. She's got her showgirl outfit on. Kevin's Mahomes. And then there is Travis Kelce, which is the great Kurt. Funny backstory. Look at Kurt had the stick-on eyebrows, as did I, as being Andy Reid. We both lost eyebrows, but he lost way more than I did pulling that off. He pulled his eyebrows off really quick. And I'm telling you, when you looked at those eyebrows, they were just covered in his eyebrows. It was awful. And then talked him into this shot. If you guys know, you know. Kelsey grabbed a hold of Andy Reid a couple times during games. And so happened again, live and in the flesh. So... It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah.
Pretty crazy. And then in not good news, we did lose our beloved puppy. I wanted to save this for last so that I could try to hold it together till the end, but Max passed away last week, so very devastated to have lost him. Just to expand on that a little bit, because I know you guys cared about Max like we did. He was having some complications where the wheelchair was not agreeing with his body, and he was starting to just have more trouble, and it turned into an infection that was just, it was not, his quality of life was just not fair. So hate to lose him, but our family's so proud of Adeline for that one. She's really hanging in there, but never easy to lose a family member like that.
No.
So anyway, but I just want to thank you all for hanging with us while we went through that whole process. Max was paralyzed back in August, and it's been a real long road. I would spend lots of times away from the races to care for him and keep everything going. And sometimes he was back here in the office trying to get out and see everybody. He just loved people, and that's the hardest part about the whole thing, is his quality of life had really diminished by his ability to be around people all the time, and the wheelchair was wrecking his body and wreaking havoc and just causing him more and more pain. And it wasn't until we realized when the vet told us that he was actually in pain, and the IVDD was getting worse and was progressing, and he was going to lose more of his mobility, that it just was just not fair. So anyway, Jody and Rob said, welcome Max to the Rainbow Bridge. He'll be waiting on the other side. Yeah. So, and Caleb says he's so glad he got to meet him. I am too, Caleb. I really, that's a good memory. He would laugh. He would love Caleb 1 second when he would come in the door, and the next time that Caleb would come in the door, Max would bark at him and like go after him. I don't know if he thought like the wheelchair was coming to get him or something, but it was really interesting. But anyway, great dog, and we just hate to.
Poor Max.
And Dan Ross on YouTube said, sorry about Max. Thank you so much. Thank you all for your thoughts and prayers, and mostly think about my little kiddo. She just like we have had a hard time with animals in the last few years. I realized today when I was posting the pictures, we got Max right before we lost Lucy. And then to lose Max now, like, yeah. So.
We got Max right before we lost Lucy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got Max about a month before we lost Lucy.
Wow.
Yeah, so what a whirlwind it's been. Anyway, okay, I'm going to cut it short because nobody wants to see people crying on the internet anyway. So thank you all. Appreciate every one of you that make this community what it is. Yeah. And we have some really exciting things coming down the pike for you. Kevin and I have been working really hard at some new ideas, some new things that are going to be happening around LCRC.
She's been working really hard. I've just been really supportive.
Yeah. But anyway, I think it's going to be awesome.
And no, it's not a new layout.
It's not a new layout. Yeah. So anyway, we will, I'm excited to tell you guys more about that. There's stuff coming down the pike. I can't wait to share.
When are you going to tell them about that?
There's going to be a release date, and I will actually send out an email, and we will have a countdown to the press release date on that one.
Ooh, aficionado.
Yeah. So it's going to be a little time, but we are working on it, and I can't wait to launch it.
It's pretty cool.
And that there's not even just one thing, really. So anyway,
sky's the limit.
You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here on LCRC Hump Day Happy Hour.
See y'all soon.
Bye. Dan Ross is our #1 supporter on YouTube.